Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Tarot with Swaratmika. I hope you're all well. I hope the month of March is treating you well. And today's reading, uh, I don't know if you'll resonate with this, but I just got this calling to do a collective reading. I was just wearing this bracelet for myself, and I got really tired of putting this uh, like closing this bracelet off, and I was just wondering where the hell is the love of my life. So if you are in that headspace and you're a little tired and exhausted of this question, that where is the love that you deserve and what's happening in your love life, uh, this is the reading for you. So let's dive into it. Oof, right off the bat. The Knight of Pentacles. I mean, I do not sugarcoat in my reading, guys. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving deck of this night. Sorry, slowest moving knight of this deck. Sorry, guys, Mercury retrograde, so my speech is a little effed up. Uh, so yes, there is something coming in for you in terms of love, and it's really stable and it's really grounded and it's something that you can rely on, but the energy is moving towards you really slowly. Now let's see what's coming towards this collective. What have they been through in love? What's up with them? I get the feeling that this is for people who are single. I'm tapping into a collective that's single, that's very focused on themselves, on building a life for themselves, building a career for themselves, or just in the space of relaxing in life, and just you're open to receiving love, but I don't think that you're craving love as much as you used to in the past. I think you've mastered yourself quite a bit, and now at this point you just surrender to divine that yeah, where is my divine counterpart and my destined connection? Again, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So, there is a divine union that's coming in for you here, um, but at a very, very slow pace. And I understand that that can be frustrating. So, who's coming towards the collective? Please tell me. What's up in the love life of my beautiful collective that I'm tapping into, that this message is for? Please tell me, universe. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So, right off the bat, in your recent past, there could have been someone, a water sign, probably Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, doesn't have to be, uh, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I see that you saw a happy future with this person. but it resulted in heartbreak because there was some sort of deceit or manipulation, or you came from a place of a very nurturing energy and you saw a happy future with this person, but it didn't really happen, and it broke your heart. And uh, yes, and I feel that you've been in the process of grieving this relationship, or you're almost done grieving this relationship, in fact. King of Cups is somebody who has deep emotions but is not really expressive about it. And it this could have caused you quite a, like, this was a painful breakup that you've been through, I feel, in your recent past. Current energies for the collective, please. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So now I get the feeling that you might have had a history of, painful heartbreaks, like going through meeting the kind of partners that you have wanted love in the past, and you've not really met the kind of partners that you deserve. You probably had multiple, three or more heartbreaks in life where your heart was really shattered. But what it ultimately did, the first card that came out in your current energy is the strength card. So it gave you a lot of inner strength. It gave you a lot of strength to discern, because the strength came out with the high priestess. So you've really learned how to discern on who's good for you, who's not good for you, and you must really listen to yourself when it comes to a romantic partner, because all of this cycle of pain and heartbreak that you've been through in life, I feel, has ultimately really strengthened your discernment when it comes to people, and you can really see through people's intentions and what they're up to. And this is also the card of divine feminine. So you could be somebody who's currently on their divine feminine energy. We have the high priestess and the empress here. These are two really feminine cards. So you could be somebody who could be really tending to themselves, really nurturing themselves, their body, their intuition, their lifestyle, really creating a meaningful life for yourself. You could be in the process of doing that right now, and you really could have people in your life right now who are into you, who are interested in knowing who you are, but you think that these options are just not worth it, and you're not really entertaining these options. You could have options, but you know that you are something different and you have really high standards for yourself. And I say kudos to that. Do not lower your standards for anybody, because somebody who's been through this amount of love and heartbreak and deceit in the past, you're probably a giver. In tarot it said that the Queen of Cups is the giver, but for me the Queen of Pentacles is the ultimate nurturing feminine energy of the tarot. It's a very grounded, rooted, earthly energy, and this is somebody who really takes care of people that they love, without even them having to say or ask for that kind of love or care or affection. So in your recent past you are coming across as that energy, but I see you elevating so much in your current energy. Like, you are definitely on a path to loving yourself first, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, and the universe is just confirming and celebrating you here that yes, you do have a lot of strength. All of these experiences have not been for nothing, and showing up as the Empress here with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles officially out, guys. It's out of the deck. So you know that you will entertain only a very solid person or a very solid option. Uh, There could be somebody right now who could be into you. We have the King of Wands here, or you could also be that could be somebody else's energy, or this could just be you stepping into more of a leadership role into your life, taking lead of your own life, and you know, going after your dreams and goals and pursuing your dreams in the best way possible. I also, I am just getting this image of somebody who has a very meticulous skincare routine and is really taking care of themselves and has great taste and loves to nurture themselves in however you like to. Uh, so yes, right now you are in this energy of loving on yourself. What's coming in for the collective? Oof, yes, I love to see that. What else? What's coming in for the collective in their love life? Hmm. Okay. So here we have the Six of Cups, the Devil, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Temperance. So I am not interested in picking up upon any past energies, but here in the first two cards, the first three cards, in fact, I see somebody returning from your past. Somebody you could have had an unhealthy attachment with, somebody who was a little bit of a commitment phobic, somebody who promised you something but then didn't really deliver, somebody who was operating a little bit in their shadow self, in their shadow energy. uh, there is somebody returning in your upcoming future. This person, I don't think that they ever expressed, but they were, there's this obsessive energy here. Somebody who's obsessed with you, could not control how they felt for you, but didn't really ever express it, and that probably caused you a lot of heartbreak in the past. And there was deceit here. There was deceit not in the sense that they cheated on you or anything like that. I feel just they just never fully expressed uh, how deep their feelings ran for you, because this is somebody who has deep feelings but never really expressed them. So I see this person making a comeback for you here, but you are coming off as the Queen of Swords here. So I think you might listen to this person, you might hear them out, but I don't think that you are going to be accepting their offer whatsoever. uh, I mean, it's your choice. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but the universe is asking you here to be careful, be detached, hear what they have to say, but remember all of this, everything that you've been through, and please do not really lower your standards for anybody. Like, just because now somebody is prepared to offer you something does not mean that you have to accept that offer. Queen of Sword is somebody who has really high standards, who's a truth speaker. She, doesn't entertain any kind of BS. So here I see you might just cut this person off for the good, or you might take them back. You might give them a chance, but it would be on your terms. But for the rest of my collective who does not have this kind of scenario, uh, there is here, these are two divine counterparts, and this is the power couple vibe. This is the this is the best couple that you can get in tarot. We have the empress and we have the emperor. So in your upcoming energies, love is coming in slow, guys, but it's coming in really, really solid. And we have the emperor here. So this is you being in your divine feminine energies attracting a divine masculine energy. This is somebody who's respected, who's a business owner, who's loves to take care of the people that they love. Somebody who has really quite authority in life and is very respected in their community, and is just the right match for this kind of empress energy. Now, as soon as this person walks in, I see you, turning from your Queen of Swords energy into your Queen of Cups energy. Now, this is the soft life. This is you turning into a really soft, feminine, just nurturing yourself and nurturing the people around you, and somebody who allows you to soften in your essence. The love that you've craved, this person finally offering you that kind of love and allowing you to soften into yourself and soften into your femininity, and you don't always have to be on the guard, and your sword doesn't always have to be up around them. You can just relax and just calm down, and they will take care of a lot of things, and which does not mean that you don't get to be independent. It's just that this is somebody who loves to provide, loves to take care of their partner, and will give you a really solid offer, and will be a really, really solid presence in your life. I see you working with them as well. You could collaborate, you could have similar interests, because the empress is a builder as well. She's a divine feminine, she's the creative, and she creates from a place of a lot of abundant mindset, right? So these are two very creative creator energy. This is the masculine energy, this is the feminine energy, and they're both creators. So I see you, whenever this person does walk in for you, I see you creating something with them. You're gonna have a shared vision of what your future looks like, and I think together we have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is somebody, who's Ten of Pentacles is legacy. Ten of Pentacles is long term love. It's family. It's abundance. It's having more than enough to leave for your kids, for your grandkids. And this is a very abundant couple, not just in money, in terms of values, in terms of health, in terms of the kind of vision that they have. They have a very shared vision, and therefore, together they've been able to create this kind of love for themselves, this kind of life for themselves. So I think, guys, that hang in there. Yeah, see, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So hang in there, my people. Just continue to love on yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and I feel love is about to find you. We how? Tell me how. How can I get some details on how the love is gonna find my beautiful collective? How is it gonna happen? Can we get some information on that, universe, please? Pretty please. Hmm. Oof. Hmm. Oh my god, guys. This is a brand new cycle for you. The cycle of heartbreak and deceit and loss and pain and grieving people who were never worthy of you, it's ending. You are entering a brand new chapter in your life. We have the Magician card here, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Hmm. So I feel at this point, both of you you could be really spiritually connected. This could be a very spiritual connection because we have the high priestess here. So you could be somebody who's very intuitive. You could yourself be a reader, or you could pick up on energies of other people. And I feel that you are already connected with this person, and at this point you're both manifesting each other. He's looking out for you, he or she, and you're looking out for them as well. Like, you're both creating space for yourself in your lives on for somebody significant, for your counterpart, for your divine match. You know that you're meant for the ace of cups kind of love, the overflowing kind of love. You know that you're not meant for, you've done a lot of healing work on yourself clearly. So you, at this point, you're aligning with a divine counterpart. Take this as your confirmation that yes, you are attracting in somebody who's going to match your energy spiritually, physically, emotionally, monetarily. This is somebody, this is the kind of love that you're attracting. This is a healed person. This is somebody who's done the work on themselves as well. This is not somebody who's emotionally unavailable. They might come across as a little calmer than you, more stoic than you, but I feel that this is the kind of emperor who's done the work on themselves as well. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So divine timing is at play here. As a tarot reader, I have to tell you that the Wheel of Fortune appears. It's just gonna happen when the divine really wants it to happen. It's gonna happen exactly at the right time that it needs to happen. We have the Knight of Wands, so it's gonna be a very fiery, passionate kind of energy that this person is going to have towards you. It's not going to be a lukewarm kind of love, as they say. There's this quote that I really, really love. It says that unless it's mad, passionate, extraordinary love, it's a waste of your time. There are too many mediocre things in life, and love should not be one of them. So, this person who's walking into your life, I do not see it being a medicore kind of love. I see you building a legacy. I see you being really happy with this person and healing, and it's going to be a very balanced relationship. You are in this period of waiting and waiting to receive. And the Ace of Cups, your reading here is ending with the Ace of Cups. So, yes, you are attracting a new love, and it's walking into your life as we speak. This person is wanting to find you as much as you want to find them. But if you really want to attract something, you must become it. So I would suggest that while you're in this waiting period as well, please don't be in the energy of obsessing over when this person is going to walk into your life, or when it's going to happen, or why isn't it happened yet, or you know uh, you might see people around you settling down or getting married, or getting engaged, and you're just wondering, oh, when is it going to happen for me? And it's absolutely okay to feel like that. But while you are in this waiting period, I suggest that you really, really focus on yourself, love yourself. This is probably the last time in your life that you are going to be single. So make the most of it, because when this person does come in, it's gonna change your life in so many beautiful ways, in fact. So, this time, this waiting period, that's this becoming that you are in currently. So, become whoever you want to. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out some cards from this deck and see what messages the universe has for you and for your journey. Who's coming towards the collective? Anything else? What kind of connection is my collective attracting? What kind of connection? Can I have one card at a time, please? Thank you. This is exactly, oh my god, guys, what the hell? We have unconditional love, balance, patience, beware of codependency, stay optimistic, and divine timing. So let me read these cards for you. Unconditional love. The love between you and your person is eternal. Eternal. Nothing you and nothing you and no one can take it away from you. So whoever you're attracting, they're gonna love you unconditionally. The love is gonna be so strong. It's the kind of love that you've probably never experienced before and you've wanted all your life. We have balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So this is a confirmation about what I was saying before, that this is gonna be a person that's gonna match you physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're gonna feel really connected to this person when this does walk in. We have patience. Some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. Be aware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. So this could be one of the things that you could be working on. Your codependency issues. I think you are aware that you've been codependent in the past, and you've healed through it. So that's a great thing. We have express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. And the last card we have here is divine timing. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. So you are in the waiting room of the divine right now when it comes to your love life. But I feel whoever is walking into your life is gonna bring in so much happiness, so much abundance, and you're gonna love being with them. I'm gonna take out a few more cards from this deck as well. I know this is a little bit of a longer reading. I got really lost in the reading. Uh, but yes. So from a different deck again, we have the codependency card. So if you've been codependent in the past, I feel this relationship is not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a really balanced connection. I think you've healed from this, in fact. And whatever little bit of healing there's still left, you're in the process of healing yourself. Love yourself first. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. What else? Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So have faith that, love is walking into your life and could happen just any random day when you least expect it, is what I'm hearing in my head. Anything else for my beautiful collective, please? We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I mean, that card speaks for itself. I don't want this to be a dirty reading, so I'm not gonna be elaborating on that. But I got a very vivid picture in my head, guys. What else? Okay. Hmm. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there's your confirmation. We have past life relationship. You have known each other before. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And it says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. S- Oh, love to see that. It says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So, oh my God. And beneath that, we have the wedding card. This situation involves marriage. So, yes, the next person, who comes into your life, uh, and, you open up to and love could really be your divine counterpart. And I think it's going to happen sooner than you think, sooner than you're anticipating it to happen. So, thanks, guys. That's your reading for tonight. And bye. I'll see you in the next one.